wanna go on with my people, my people, my people. Yeah, I is back. I is back, my friends. I know it has been a long time, like what, a year or so. As you can see, it's a different scene, couple little upgrades and such. Yeah, I had to take some time to invest in myself and you know motivate myself to do this posting schnit. Yeah, because really and truly, I should have been doing this for quite some time. It's just that it's when life start life, bro. Like you have to just make it happen. You can't go against that, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, we're there, bigger and better, stronger, with a mentality for do this. You see me? So without further ado, make we see what I go on in the video. You know what I mean? This is some typical modern issues. Yeah, practically modern issues. When you have them problem, yeah, this bad, but then not that I was alive to see it, but you know.
Become a little more invisible the older you get as a woman, unfortunately. I spent a lot of my time being hemmed up in vanity.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna pause the video often, so just bear with me. The reason why women get invisible the older them get is because women loses value over time. I mean, no, it sounds a bit cliche, but I'm a lie. What men are attracted to is not necessarily young, but firm, strong, shape good, less experience, shy, the whole nine yards. And the older you get, the more experience you have. The more experience I have, the more people you talk to, the more people you talk to, the more people you date, and the more people you date. Self-explanatory, and for some men, it's not really desirable. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like you guys are invisible. You know what I mean? And which is why the Bible tells you to preserve on self. But that's a story for our next time. Continue, mama.
And now that I really can't be, I'm the second half of my life, and now I don't care so much about what it looks like. But it's hard in this town. This is not a place where I have the opportunity. I don't get asked out on a lot of dates. I never get asked out on dates. I don't.
No disrespect to this woman, but sorry. You look old, and as me say, people not really go for people that looks old. You do have people that do it, you know what I mean? You do have people that are into older women and such, but that's a small bracket of men, you know. So it is definitely going to feel like nobody wants an old woman, you know what I mean?
Don't know if it's being 55 in Los Angeles or if it's
55 in Los Angeles. Nobody wants, well, I not speak for people in Los Angeles, but because one is a first world country, two, everyone's derived from the media, you can pretty much expect that most men are typically attracted to women between 18 and 25 years old, because that is where them just start get them experience and such, innocence and all that.
It's just a strange town,
What does that feel like?
It's a weird counterintuitive feeling because I actually feel more beautiful now than I have ever felt before.
Because when you were young, you were too caught up in how people viewed you. You never actually had the time to sit down and actually view yourself. So now that nobody wants you or see the value in you, You have to take that up and see the beauty within yourself. You have to learn to love yourself, which is also another curve in maturity. So yeah, it just sucks that nobody wants her, but she wouldn't love herself genuinely if she never did by herself. So it's kind of a win-win situation.
I feel like I've come into my face. I've come into my body.
Me don't know what I want there. me, me don't know what I want there at all, brother.
I've really come into my sense of style. So it's weird to not be seen as much.
That's right. All the vain, rude, entitled young women who treat people badly and use men because they believe they're above men due to their looks.
That's kind of, I mean, at the base of what he's saying is true, but I feel like to some extent that is being exaggerated to some bit, because it's not just the fact that you're young, you feel like you're more than a man. It's the fact that a lot of men come up to the woman and make her feel as if she's above average. So it's not really the fact that because she's young and impressionable, she will automatically feel like she's better than people. Because remember, it's not just like, oh, a person just do something like that. No, it's based on their perspective reality. So if you see a woman who is conceited and self-centered, you know, just, yeah, you can tell a lot of men or a lot of men has approached her, told her the whole 9 yards of how she's beautiful, and she's heard that so many times where it's just like words of what is the word, apathy. When you compliment her, it don't feel the same to her, because it's just like she get complimented every day. It just don't faze her. So the fact that it don't faze her comes off as her being or acting like she's better than people, you know. So
Will all reach their undeniable doom once the wall comes for them. The wall remains undefeated.
You got that right.
My daughter would get so enraged. Why is it that a man can have a high body count, but if a woman does, she's somehow a slut or a whore, but a man just likes to sleep around?
the year-old question, well, not technically the year-old, but since before I was born, this question has been a question of interest from a lot of women. And I don't think it would matter how we try to explain it. It just, women will always refuse to accept it for just what it is. And me know, obviously you're gonna have women in the comments who are gonna say, oh, because me a man make me I say this shit. But no, it's not because me a man. It's just because of what I have seen. And what I have seen is men see sex as a sport. Yeah. Men see sex as a sport, not a form of connection. However, when you perform a sport with somebody you do have a connection with, that sport becomes a connection in itself. You know what I mean? That's just how I want to know if you have an image of what I'm saying. So, men, imagine a man, 'cause you know men love play football and all them things, and them devote themselves to go play football every day. Because them love it. Them love football or basketball or whichever sport the man play. You know what I mean? And them a play the sport with friends that he cherishes. So it motivates him to play more sports. And when have a connection like that, it becomes a way of the man expressing himself. So you see, when a man have sex, him can just have sex with no connection behind it. If the man and the person have a strong connection and they have sex, there will be no connection. It may be some connection from the female side, but not necessarily from the man's side. So that's only one reason as to why it's like the way it is. Second of all, women actually their body absorbs male DNA that has entered into them for quite some years, and obviously, you know, the typical throw off pH balance and this, that, earther, and the third. But every time a woman has sex, their partner or their partner's essence is basically inside her. That's not really desirable for a man when it comes down to a long-term relationship. You know what I mean? Third of all, if I have a cup of water and I hold the cup and I give my brother the cup, and my brother give my sister the cup, and my sister gave my mother the cup, you would still drink the water. Like you would still drink the water. But if me full up the cup of water, I'm gonna put my finger in the water, me give my brother, and my brother put him finger in the water, and my brother give my sister, and she put her finger in the water, would you still drink the water? No, because the water have essence of people inside it. It's not desirable. So as just so you have to look at it, and long story short, that's exactly why it's the way it is basically.
And he's a Casanova. It's celebrated, revered for men. They get all the hall passes. And as soon as a woman owns her pleasure and says, I really enjoy having different partners or having sex, we just shut her down and say, oh my God, you must be a slut.
I'm not so much of a why girl, because I think even when you find out the why, it doesn't solve the problem.
Yes.
I'm more like, this is the way it is.
And just accept it. Like, you see, when you just accept shit, it makes your life way better. Trust me. Have this it is what it is mentality, and your life will change drastically. Find other things to worry about, better things to worry about. Trust me, your life will change.
And so, like, let's be slutty and proud. I celebrate the whores of yore.
Never mind. I don't know what the hell she talking about. Them type of behavior, they should never be accepted. I mean, you can be who you want to be, but when it comes down to, for me, it would never, ever, you wouldn't even get a conversation, to be honest. You wouldn't even get a conversation. Straight up. Certain problem me not take up on myself, certain stress me not put on my head, and somehow no man crosses. So that's how you go.
No. The whores.
I find it a compliment if somebody says to me, oh my God, Regina, you are such a slut.
She's an old woman, by the way. If you have the same mentality as this old woman at her age, yeah, your life get fucked. Just to be honest. Quite literally. This is not a good mentality to have. Women should be modest. Women should act modest. That is not modest. And look Panarchia smile and everything is Gucci. Bro, have some pride, bro. Like
I'm like, yes, I am. I'm so slutty today. It's aspirational. I want to be.
she aspires to be a slut. Probably have to go beep out all of these shit, but that's how you go. At no point in your life, woman, should you aspire to be a slut. You are way more valuable than that. Trust me. Way more valuable than that. Promiscuity is obviously tempting. Lust is tempting. But you better do it with one person. And not just one person over a course of like a year. No. Try your best to be with one person. You know what I mean? It'll go better for you in the end. And this problem.
And it just means that you have deconstructed yourself from any storyline that would ever try to minimize your joy or your pleasure. You're just not, I'm not buying it.
It's a decision. It's an activation.
It is a decision.
Like when I am feeling slutty, I am feeling most alive. If I am feeling proper,
how the hell is your old back being blown the absolute freak out is going to make you feel proper? Like, just think about what the frig you're going to say before you say stupid shit, bro. Like, this pisses me off. I swear to God. This pisses me off, bro. Like, I could go through the video.
I do not feel alive. I feel shut down. I feel boring. But if I'm feeling like, yeah, my whore is activated, look out, world. Oh, yes, this slut is going on the town tonight. Then I know I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to bring.
Her definition of fun is obviously sex. Or sex orientated. Sex is way much better with one person. Just off of my experience.
Fun. I'm going to be fun.
Yes.
And I'm going to enjoy everyone I encounter like the good slut I am.
Is this what the feminists back in the day fought for? Like, woman, ask yourselves this question. Is this, oh, it's, is this
No, God!
what feminists back in the day fought for? Shit's embarrassing, bro.
In all of the ways. The conversations, the eye contact, the touching, the food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, find everything but the core friggin' definition of, yo, I swear to God. I swear to God. When has food been, well, when has food been known or has been in relations with anything in regards to a slut? Why you choose so many other things except the core definition of slut? I'm gonna need to pray extra tonight. Swear to God.
Right.
Sluts love to eat.
The only double standard that benefits men is they can rack up a high body count and get praised for it, because it's more difficult for men to do. Every other
Yeah, and that too.
double standard benefits women. They can get free meals, have car doors open for them, and have people defend them.
Yeah, they get those things naturally if they are feminine, not overly promiscuous, open, easily accessible to anybody. They get those things by embracing their true femininity. So being a slut goes against pretty much all of that. So yeah, that's why nobody cares.
Because they're seen as weaker and more innocent. But these women have passed their prime. Throwing themselves at dudes and getting ran through is their daily routine. But we are not surprised about it. Why buy the cow when the milk comes for free? But always remember that this milk is a little spoiled.
She's a whore.
Real men of genius.
Yeah, that'll go pretty much conclude today's video, you know what I mean? On a tight, very tight schedule. Yes, so we'll cut the video short here. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, drop a like, comment what you feel about this particular situation in the comment section down below. Follow my socials, Instagram at default, Twitch at default, which I do stream every other night at 7:30, 8 o'clock ish PM Eastern Standard Time. So swing by, let me know say from YouTube you guys are from, and let's just have a vibe over there and chill. You see me? So we'll link in the next video. Boom.